Gents, we are back, and I missed the cue to be able to actually get my mic going. Typical Saturday night in paradise. How y'all doing? Welcome and bienvenue. Come on in. I'm looking at the chat, man. You guys have been busy already. My goodness. Hello and welcome to another Rifftrax stream. With me, as always, is the Vanna White to my Pat Sajak, the peanut butter to my jelly, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dan from TYTD Reviews. How's it going?
Hello. The YouTube content creator you have been trying to contact is currently unavailable. Please hang up and dial again.
Apparently we're ready for an unforgettable luncheon.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your request. We are placing you in a queue. Your current queuing time will be 8 hours.
God damn it. I blame the potato for this. Oh, I guess Joe says the Tommy to my Lisa. Or the Tommy to your Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, Rifftrax!
Cheep.
Get off with this world. I can't wait for his new film to come out, Big Shark movie. I need Big Shark movie in my life. I love weird Tommy Wiseau content. My partner loves shark movies. This is just peanut butter and chocolate all in one.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think it gets much better than that, really. And I know a lot of people they're so, like, they've been talking about, it's about like the new Toxie movie. They've been talking about it for ages, but the freaking thing doesn't drop. I remember seeing trailers for it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, the reason why, I mean, take this with a pinch of salt, guys. I do not want to be sued by Troma. They are tenacious. I don't want Kabuki Man coming after me.
It's too late. I already called him.
Nuts. Well,
I mean, rest in peace, Kabuki Man. Honestly, because he has left this mortal plane.
Hey, I'll say this: as long as he lives on in our hearts, minds, and souls, he will never truly die. Love that Sergeant Kabuki Man theme tune. That is just. I've lost my train of thought. Oh yes, Toxic Avenger. So the reason why the Toxic Avenger apparently hasn't come out, and again, pinch of salt because it might not be true, but apparently the main reason is the film itself is it's not necessarily controversial by modern standards, but it does push the letterbox a little bit, and distributors are apparently not particularly comfortable with funding the film because they don't feel like it's going to be an instant winner. It's a similar problem to what Francis Ford Coppola had with, is it Megalopolis?
Oh yeah. Well, and he's like funding the marketing for it himself at this point.
Yeah. Well, basically, the reason why nobody wanted to fund that film was because it was a bit too weird, and apparently the Toxic Avenger, the remake, is in a similar wheelhouse. But Troma don't want to fund it themselves because that will cost a load of money, even though they have their own distribution line. But nobody else wants to finance it because it's a bit weird and they're not certain it'll be a hit. So
right.
It's kind of caught in limbo until either Lloyd lowers the price that he's selling the film for distribution, or some company takes a punt on it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's sad because from the people that got early viewings of Toxie, they said it was fantastic, like really well done. And I imagine with Peter Dinklage at the helm, it's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He seems like he was really into it, and Elijah Wood is playing the bad guy,
that's cool.
I love even more as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm really sold on the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how long this film has been in production. I think it's shot like before COVID. So.
Well, what was the one that was the New Mutants? Was like the last Fox film or the last Fox X-Men movie to be done before Disney bought it, and it sat on shelves for ages and ages. Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. John, I share your sympathies on that one. I am currently on split screen watching the Trump shooting too.
Yeah, I just heard about it from I guess from the Discord. So yeah, it's I don't even know anymore. I don't even
I
know.
mean, I think I summed it up best in the group chat that I have with yourself and a few others, Triv, when I said he's already ignorant. Shooting him in the ear will not help that. He doesn't need an excuse.
No,
You know what I
no.
mean?
Yeah, I know you get it, Joe. God damn it. I, mm, this is, it's not going to end well either way, and I apologize. Normally I'm more upbeat about this shit, but when it comes to politics, too much when I was a kid, and I just, ugh. Anyway, but yeah, no, I think, looking back, I think Kurt has a very good point. We should distract ourselves by making horrible riffs, and, I think he already got the, word of the day.
He did indeed, which is Death Trap, which is apparently what I'm living in. So, fabulous.
Well, you know what would make it
today has
worse?
been fun.
You know, the one thing you can say about your particular death trap is at least it doesn't have a potato computer that could explode at any time.
You know what? I wouldn't count it out. Those old Wrinklies who passed away in that place probably left some Commodore churning away in the attic, just waiting for somebody to hit the loft hatch.
It's in a private room, like a secret panic room that you don't know about.
Yeah, it's like HAL, but it's kind of been built into the rafters. Its only power is it can squirt steaming hot coffee at about 6 foot, but you have to go into the loft and walk 5 foot close enough to it for you to be scalded by the coffee. Otherwise, it's just a mild threat, really.
You know what?
Can't do anything else.
Just looking at Joe here, I was watching his most recent Scooby-Doo episode, and not that there was anything about this in that his latest YouTube video, but all I can think is Scrappy-Doo. If you're in his, like, you know, his arm reach length, he'll be able to kick your ass, but if you're anywhere outside of that, you're absolutely fine.
Yeah. It tried to hook up with my Google Home, but she wasn't interested, so...
Oh, no!
It left him for an Alexa. It's understandable.
Well, at least it didn't hook up with a Siri, because that would have been... How do you even make that work?
Well, I mean, she did on and off date a Tesla during college, but yeah, we don't talk about Tesla.
We don't talk about any of that shit.
No.
Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, Joe
says... Oh,
so
yes, all hail King Kurt, by the way. You
Absolutely.
did get the secret word, so long may the king live again.
Yes.
You are in control of the show. You control the horizontal and the vertical, too.
And sometimes
use
the
your
diagonal
powers...
is if we allow you to do that, which we may or may not do as the overlords of this particular stream.
Oh, yes, absolutely. He wields his powers firmly, but fairly.
Yep.
And for that, we applaud him. Well done, King Kurt.
Exactly. He's like Dennis Moore, etc. He rides through the land. Dennis Moore. Da 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 da. He steals dum 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 and da da da. Dennis Moore. Dum dum dum.
Yes, we've got some video.
Man, what the hell is this? Lupins are a kind of flower, aren't they? Like, kind of like a big, tall, stemmy flower thing?
I thought that they were giant bunny rabbits that attacked Bones from Star Trek.
They could be that as well. No, that's leprous, not leprous.
Leprous. I thought that was an itchy skin disease that could only be cured with oatmeal or Jesus.
No, that's the clap.
I thought they were scary people in white frocks that chased after minorities. Oh, wait, that's the Klan.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you're thinking of scabies.
Scabies? I thought they were a delicious treat that you could enjoy with salsa.
No,
that's...
You're thinking of trifle.
Death leprous. Does their drummer have one arm, or does he have leprosy? What's the...
That's a good question. Oh, between lupins and shrubberies, Python was determined to teach us gardening. Well, there was also the thing where, the funeral sketch where the guy brings in a dead body, and they're like, well, you can bury it where ants and worms and stuff will eat it up, num num num, or we can cremate it, and shove it, catch it on fire, crackle, 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 and then we'll give you the ashes that may or may not be your loved one. What about cannibalism? if you get upset later, you can throw up and we can cover with dirt.
Oh God, she started, guys. Get under the tables. He's gone. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Everyone into the ghost trap, quick.
Oh, Dan, your poor house.
Oh, God. Oh, it's not going to stand for much longer. It wasn't looking good before this.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Okay. It was only a 3.2 on the Richter scale. We're doing okay.
Guys, you got to try harder. These are rookie numbers. We really got to pump those numbers.
Oh no, absolutely. Oh shit, you did? Oh God, Joe. No, John, that fully broken Triv, you'd know, believe me.
Oh, fully broken Triv, you just get screaming.
Exactly.
I've had fully broken Triv at least once or twice, and she's just again. For a good, 3 or 4 minutes. There we go. She's muted herself from being so loud. There you go. Everyone, round two. Women and children first. My poor house.
Oh God. Okay.
The best part of that for those at home is I don't listen to the stream when I'm talking to Triv. We have a Discord chat where we're talking through the streaming service that Triv uses. Discord has a top end silencer, which is basically if someone gets too loud, it just goes mute on that person's end. It's to stop people being deafened. And when Triv burst into that laugh quake, I heard, and then it just went silent for 2 minutes solid.
Oh God. Oh man.
Bless.
Oh, also, so I'm just seeing John on stream here. Thank you so much. I snapped pictures of what you sent and sent it to Dan. That was incredible. More than you needed. I mean, honestly, that was absolutely above and beyond, John. We opened up a post.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. That just bottom of our hearts. It's nothing I had, I know, and we kind of divvied stuff up accordingly. Man,
yes.
This just so much more than.
There'll be some reviews, I can tell you.
Absolutely, same. Fantastic. I'm so excited to jump on it. Sorry, I need to grab some beer or water or something here.
Guys, I hope you're happy. You broke Triv.
I just went down the wrong pipe. Oh God.
She was going to be Miss Midwest 2024. Now it'll be a wonder if she's Miss Wisconsin 2025 at this point.
Oh God. Woo.
No one wants to be Miss Wisconsin 2025.
Joe, I guarantee you it would be. Oh Jesus. Trip 0, stream 1. COVID went down your wrong pipe. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Joe. Oh God.
Hang on, is there a right pipe for COVID to go down? And if so, is that where we're going wrong? Yeah, I haven't been this concerned for someone's welfare since the Lady Di incident.
Oh Jesus. I promise, Liam, I'm back. It's the pipes from the Forbidden Zone. Also, the werewolf of SS would like to be Miss Indiana. Oh shit, really? Oh.
Liam, that sounds like a policy from Boris Johnson. Yes, all COVID will be sent into the Forbidden Zone. Down the correct pipes, of course. We're going to do things by the book. Rhubarb.
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 Oh yeah.
I fear the COVID pipe.
Jen saying, yeah, both Richard Simmons and Dr. Ruth died today.
Did they?
Yeah, they passed away. They announced it. Well, I shouldn't say they. I heard about it about noon or 1. That Dr. Ruth had died, and then Richard Simmons, they announced that Richard Simmons passed here 2 hours ago, maybe.
God damn it!
Yeah, that's
right. For the record, today has been wild. I've spent the entire day in a house, having a fun time, let me tell you, but with no internet, and I've not been anywhere near my phone. So literally, I got home today, and it was just like, Trump's been shot. People are dead. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's been a weird day for that kind of shit. You get icons of the 80s on one end, and then somebody shot on the other. It's like, well, fuck's sake, man.
76 as well.
Wow.
Ugh.
But he was kind of no one really heard or said anything. To with Richard Simmons, no one did anyone hear from him for ages. I don't remember anyone talking. There was something, wasn't there, about his well-being?
There was a long-standing rumor that basically an obsessive fan or a stalker had basically kidnapped him and was running his life for him.
Mm-hmm.
Which wasn't helped when people started a campaign to find Richard Simmons, and in response to about 6 to 8 months of heavy pushing for him to make a statement about it, he released a typed statement that read nothing like how he spoke.
Right.
Basically just saying, I am fine, please do not contact me under any circumstances, I will not be giving interviews.
Right.
He said he was fine and healthy and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, for at least a good 10 years, people have been like, where's Richard Simmons? And the only person who's been speaking on his behalf is this new manager he got about 10 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, it's a weird time. And we'll probably now never know what happened.
True. Well, and then there was that, I think it was a Super Bowl ad for, God, was it GoDaddy or maybe Vegas or something? But they were kind of doing, a Hangover, the movie Hangover type of scenario. And one of the things that was going on was he was working out while there's chickens walking around this suite and such. Oh my God, Joe. Oh shit.
Yeah. It's just him and Jackie Stallone doing Pilates for the next 20 million years.
Who was the not Huey Long? The big gangster guy that went missing that they think is buried under, was it Giant Stadium? It's a big figure back in the early 80s. What was his name?
Jimmy Hoffa?
Jimmy Hoffa, yeah. Jimmy Hoffa. He's probably there too.
Yes, they do gangsters morning yoga. It's Al Capone, Jimmy Hoffa, Tupac. They're all down there having some stretching, a little bit of bending going on.
Biggie Smalls is at the buffet just hanging out.
With Elvis. They're doing a competition who can eat the most peanut butter and banana fried sandwiches.
RFK Jr. is hanging out. No, not RFK. JFK Jr. is there hanging out someplace. RFK Jr. Yeah, we don't talk about RFK Jr. That guy's a fucking
RFK Jr. left this planet years ago. He's currently hanging out with the Venusians on Planet Fun.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. Biggie Smalls refuses to leave the buffet. Yeah, I think Kurt is right. Excuse me. I will get over this about the time we finish up. Oh, God. Okay, so.
Hey, we didn't even get through form. Hang on, one cotton picking, gosh darn, hillbilly drinking, knee slapping, cornrows and barley wheat, second mother liquor. I didn't even get the Midwestern pleasantries out of the way. Trev, how the hell are you?
Well, I'm struggling to speak clearly, if that's any indication of how the night's going to go.
Good, that's all I wanted. Okay, proceed.
No, doing okay. Working on a bunch of Rifftravaganza stuff. Kurt
Very
as
excited
well
for
as
that, by the way.
yeah, that should be awesome. I've got two kind of finished up. I'm gonna get another two put together before I release them, or at least get a good chunk of the way through the next two before I release them. So probably mid to the end of next week, if everything goes as planned. If I can move it quicker, then I'll release the first one accordingly. And Kurt, I need to talk to you and Hogan to get something scheduled so we can do yours live, as long as you're cool with that. If you'd prefer them recorded, we can do that too. But that should be a lot of fun. We'll kind of figure from there. How about yourself? How's things and stuff and things and stuff?
Well, as viewers will probably know, I am currently on vacation. I'm doing very well in and of myself. On Friday, I finally closed a sale on my house, which was very exciting. Got the keys, went down and got things set up. Today has pretty much entirely been scraping walls and ripping carpets up because the house that I bought was owned by two elderly people who are the sole buyers of the house. They bought it in 1970, and they hadn't really done anything with it since then. Like I describe it to people as every room is a bit of a time capsule because basically every 5 or so years they decorated a room. So the like one of the bedrooms is like really mid 80s. There's a downstairs bathroom that is exactly how it was the day the house was purchased, 1970. It's still got the old kind of Bakelite light switches. The newest room in the house was done in like the mid 2000s, and that's the kitchen, which is quite good. But yeah, it's 80s and 90s extravaganza basically. Thank you, Joe, by the way. This afternoon was kind of hilarious. So one of the things we're really desperate to get done because it came up on the housing survey we had done, which basically was just to check through the property to make sure everything was all right. Was that in the notes for it, he basically said, I am not a registered electrician, but I was an electrician for 10 years. Do not use the electrics in this house. You will die. Which I thought was very comforting, personally. So first thing we needed to do was get an electrician in to see exactly what was going on. So we hired an electrician, and he's a friend of the family. He's been a friend of the family for years. The closest thing I can describe him is, and viewers here will probably know who he is, the lead singer of The Fall, Marky Smith. My electrician looks exactly like him, only he's about 5'3", 5'4". So like a Diddy Marky Smith, basically. Lovely man, absolutely wonderful man. He's not got the temperament of Marky Smith. He looks the spitting image of Marky Smith. Basically, he came in and he asked to see the fuse board because he wanted to see how it was all wired up. And I said, well, that's the first problem. He goes, what do you mean? So I took him to the hallway and I pulled away this wooden box that was basically just housing this nest of wires with a meter running off it. And he pulled... Triv described it best. He's described it as a schoolboy smile. I describe it as the face I make when I find a bad movie that I haven't watched yet, but that speaks to me on a profound level. It's kind of like a rictus grin, but horror in the eyes. That was kind of where I was. And he just went, bloody hell. No, 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 no. And he pulled this pen out, and it's one of those devices where if you touch it against a wire and it's live and you'll get hurt if you touch it, it beeps. And basically, he just went all around this cupboard, and it just kept going beep, beep, beep. And every time it beeped, he laughed like a proper, like dark, humoured laugh, like a kind of thing. And after going around all of the thing, he just went, "Yeah, you're in trouble." I was like, "I know I'm in trouble because that's not normal." And he goes, "No, it's not." So we went around all the house and he just kept touching this thing and getting even more hysterical as he was touching it. Everything in the house just lit up like a Christmas tree when he tapped it. And by the time we'd done the house tour, he came in and he went, "Are you planning on moving in soon?" And I went, "Well, no, it's a slow renovation project. We're actually looking to move in sometime around the end of the year." And he went, "Good. Here's my advice. Do not move one more bag into this house. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to, as quickly as possible over the next 4 weeks, get all of the wallpaper and all of the carpets in the entire house gone. I need you to take everything out of this house, Do not use any of the electrics other than essential use. So, for example, if you need to use a steamer to get the wallpaper off, do that, but do not plug multiple things in. This house is incredibly dangerous right now. Everything is live. If you touch any of these wires, you will just get hit with the full voltage of the house, basically. We are going to have to rip open every wall. We are going to have to take open every floorboard. We are going to have to remove some of the loft panels to get up into the attic. Your house is going to need to be rewired completely top to bottom, and that is before we even get started on what amendments you need making to the house to make it more modernized. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And he was like, how much is it going to come to? And he says, well, as a starting price, $3,500. And I was like, oh, goody gumdrops. Please do book us in as soon as possible, Mr. Electrician, as I really need this now. So tonight, after the stream, I've got a massive, great big list of all of the sort of modernizations that we need. I've got to write that down and send it to him on an email, and then hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days, I'll get a date from him. Which is compacted by the fact that on top of having to do all of this in 4 weeks, my partner's lease runs out at her apartment, so I've got to pack all of her stuff up as well in the next 4 weeks and get her moved out to somewhere else too. So it's been a day. Steak and potatoes, that's good. Looking forward to tonight, though. Should be really, really nice.
It should be fun.
Absolutely.
All right.
William, did he tell you to pay your rates? Yeah.
We're going to need everybody to be at your best riffs tonight. Nothing less than your finest riffs will be allowed with this thing. Because we need to make sure Dan knows, well, I guess he already knew. Never mind. You can have crap.
Oh, absolutely. People who get last place this time are being traded for cash to my electrician, so... we want your best games here, otherwise you'll be apprenticing for the next few years.
You know what? I would be okay learning a new skill, but you're going to have to pay for my trip over there and my lodging.
Ah, right. That might fall down. I mean, you can stop in my condemned house if you like.
Well,
It's fine as long as you don't need to plug anything in.
I can get by with that, I'm not taking. Well, I guess I'm going to take showers out back then. So I hope you've got open-minded neighbors.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. The plumber is coming on Monday, and the electrician looked at the boiler and basically just went, "Yeah, he's going to have fun." So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. No idea what's going on there.
Oh man, sounds like a jolly old time. But these were things you kind of knew going in too, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Me and my partner, we both saved up. We prepared for this kind of eventuality. If anything, the initial quote that they gave us was under what we expected, so we're kind of happy about that. But yeah, this is the Band-Aid rip part of the house renovation, where it's like this is where all the big money goes, and we're left with whatever pot they're left with by the end of it. So,
understood.
As you can imagine, thrilling time for all. Yeah, Joe, initial quote. Yeah, basically.
All right, Dan, before we get too far into this, would you mind doing the rifftrax.games in chat? Just put it in the chat
Certainly.
so Jen can access it from there if she hasn't already. Oh, Joe asks how old is the house?
Not a problem. Right, so this is actually kind of fun because there's a lot of really nice milestones. So the house was built in 1963. No, the house was approved for being built in 1963, November 1963, which was the year that Doctor Who started. The house was finished being built in 1966, which was the same year Patrick Troughton started as the second Doctor. The house was sold in 1970 to its only owners on the same day that John Pertwee's era of Doctor Who started.
Ooh.
It went on the market during the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, officially on the day of the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. And I got the keys to the house on the 40th anniversary of the Video Nasties. And, not to get too data breachy here, but one of the people who lived in the house at one point was called Verity, who was the name of the showrunner of Doctor Who when it started in the 60s. So, if anything, this is a house that seemingly was calling to me. I have also bought the film Money Pit to commiserate myself.
I was going to say, that just, as you were describing all of that, that's literally all I could think of was Money Pit.
Yeah. The bit where the bathtub just falls through.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me. That's.
Oh, God. Jen, let me know that you were able to click on that link and that it worked for you. Otherwise, we'll figure out something else to make sure that you can get that. Okay. If everybody wants to head on over to rifftrax.games, we'll get this party started, eh? Okay, cool. Jen's in.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's get this party started with the Rifftrax music. Wait, what am I doing? Duh. I gotta click on the right damn thing here. There we go. There we go. I'm actually really excited because I'm going to see Rifftrax live in Minneapolis at the end of the month, so that's pretty exciting.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Very nice.
Yeah, it should be a good
Is that
time.
Joe Estevez?
It's Point Break, so... Oh yeah, that is Joe Estevez, I think?
Nice.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Mr. Money himself.
Absolutely. Alright, so our first thing. And as always, if these times are too long or too short for anyone, please do let me know and we'll get that changed accordingly.
Let the
Alright,
riffing commence!
ZKCG.
Head to rifftrax.games
Dan, if you want to
and
take
enter
this
your
first
room
game, feel free.
Not a problem. Oh, Joe, to answer your question, yeah, the house should have more modern electrics in there, but I heard the dreaded words, the husband was a tinkerer.
Oh, God.
So,
Hello, aspiring riffers.
yeah.
In each round of Write-A-Riff mode, a movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke or riff, as we call it.
I mean,
You're
I can
stuck.
add some
You
more
can choose
sausage
a
and corn to
randomly
that if you
assigned
want me
riff
to,
from
but,
one of our own professional comedy
that actually
professionals.
wasn't very
At a slight
Midwestern. I
point
apologize. Let me try again.
Everyone's
Hey, you need
riff,
to add
so
more
lay back
sausage and
you
corn
vote
to
for your
that
favorite.
sentence to make it even
At
more
the end of all the
Midwestern,
rounds, the
don't
player
you know?
with the most points wins.
I'm an iPad, so I need more time. Jen, I'm not sure I can... Let's see...
I think we've already set it to 120 seconds, so it's...
Yeah, I can't change anything out.
I think it's about as long as it can be.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do for you, Jen. If it doesn't, I'll go back and check after this round, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, where's the game?
Round one.
Mary, it's almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
Shelley.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Oh, you know, I do enjoy a good wood chipper, you know, and that's Steve Buscemi. He tastes so good smothered on toast with the creamed peas and the chipped beef, you know, Derry.
Yes, James, the previous owner was Frank Spencer. How does the Midwest feel about cream corn?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I grew up on it and never had any issues. Actually, I did it a lot on toast. Like that and
Really?
Baked beans. Then there was a thing called shit on a shingle, which is like chipped beef in that same kind of cream sauce that you would get with like cream peas.
Mm.
Mary, it's almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
I brought your mother's yoke.
Almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
Krake.
Perfect.
Mary, it's almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
My friend Kim Newman.
Mary, it's almost time for class. Hey,
The great
Shelley,
shower curtain
what'd you
himself.
bring for show and tell?
I brought my fleshlight.
Womp womp.
Mary, it's almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
Triv's computer. It's powered by a potato.
Oh, it is a
Mary, it's
potato.
almost time for class. Hey, Shelley, what'd you bring for show and tell?
Triv's potato. It will tell me where the last remaining golden ticket is.
I see
Here
we're
we
on a
go
Willy
again.
Wonka
vote.
thing. Willy Wonka stretch here. Let's see. Cream corn is a no for me, dog. Not a fan of cream corn. I feel like I'm the only one. I don't eat it often. Like, I prefer, like, corn on the cob. Like, it's a great time of year for sweet corn. It's good, that my family actually does, scalloped corn. So it's like cream corn, oh, you've got lag? How
Well,
far
I,
back-
for one, am
I
impressed.
guess we'll have to see how far, it shouldn't be... I'm not getting any dropped frames, but that doesn't mean much. I'll check it on the next round, Jen.
Ready to out-riff your friends?
Let's see how we're
Here we go.
Yeah, it's about 3 to 4
Do you know
seconds.
why we shouldn't drink
Okay.
water from a
Yeah.
stream
Not
or a
massive,
lake
but
or a
Right,
swimming
enough,
pool?
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Well, better a small lag is better than a small hag. I apologize about that. I'm not sure what I can do. Everything's already kind of set. When we get through this round, I'll see if I can up the time limit a little bit just to compensate for that, but we'll play it by ear. Let's see here. I love how you can tell which parts of the Midwest we are respectively because you're doing a great Fargo accent and I'm best at the Back Hills, Kentucky patois. No, absolutely. I only can do the accent because I really enjoy Fargo, really. I don't even... It's such a specific accent. I don't think that specific accent exists. I just kind of perfected
Do you
it.
know why we shouldn't drink water from a stream, or a lake, or a swimming pool?
Fish make love in it.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Do you know why we shouldn't drink water from a stream, or a lake, or a swimming pool?
Someone pissed in it.
Even though animals drink Do you know why we shouldn't drink water from a stream, or a lake, or a swimming pool?
Ron DeSantis said we should drink this water because freedom.
Do you know why we shouldn't drink water from a stream, or a lake, or a swimming pool?
The off slurry from Tom Jones Live pour straight into it?
Do you know why we shouldn't drink water
Gotta
from
love
a
raw
stream,
water.
or a lake, or a swimming pool?
Donald Pleasance is there, ready to push you in.
Do you know why we shouldn't drink water from a stream, or a lake, or a swimming pool?
Or Flint, Michigan?
Even though animals drink it.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
That's good botulism.
I mean, grr, baby.
You know, the shock reveal here is that we don't have cream corn over here.
Oh, my family does this. It's like a scallop corn. So it's cream corn, regular corn, cornbread mix, and then a bunch of other stuff. And it kind of is like scallop potatoes, but it's amazing. The land of
Nice, it sounds
mushy
pretty
peas
good.
doesn't have
You.
mushy
I bet
corn.
you had a good riff.
I like the mushy pea.
Oh my god.
Round 3.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Well, John, I think that England is the land of spotted dick, not necessarily, mushy corn. Dan, do you have sweet corn over there, by chance?
Yeah. We have corn on the cob and we have pins of sweet corn. It's usually like preserved in spring water or stuff like that.
Oh, but not straight off the cob?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we do have it off the cob.
That's like one of my favorite things in the world is like this time of year for sweet corn. Oh, love it. So good.
It's so good, but I don't like it when it gets stuck in my teeth.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
Fuck off.
Simple to the point. Very good.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
Oh, yeah, eh?
We are friends. No discussion.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
My, what a huge dino dick you have.
Baba Booey.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
What's wrong? You didn't eat Lister Scary, did you?
We are going to be friends. You and me.
I love you. You love me.
We are going to be friends. You and me.
Tasty child.
Oh,
Time to place
sweet
your
corn
vote, fellow
roasted is
riffers.
incredible too. I'm a big fan of Mexican street corn. That stuff is when it's done well like anything else. Yeah, that shit's delicious. Let's team up and kill Barney.
Well, look at this.
Swedigus,
hotshot.
that was fantastic. That was so good. There's a place here locally, that Mexican restaurant that does this incredible street corn. I guess I've not had it in Mexico, so I don't have that experience, but for my money, it's some of the best. Man, Stefano, you're kicking ass. That's awesome.
Round 4.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
Nailing it.
it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
Holy shit.
What?
Okay.
What the fuck?
Take
Oh,
a
that
deep
was
breath.
one got fat. Okay. I
Enter
was
your-
really confused. I was trying to figure out the face, but it was like the monkey mask. Oh, dear God. Oh, Joe, Culver's is like that here, too. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, from the moment they open to the moment they close, like, there's a line. I mean, the food at Culver's is good for fast food, but, yeah. Let's see. We do have one good Mexican restaurant, but it's so expensive. Yeah, that's where it gets hard.
Guys, I've busted out the Haribo Tang Fast Sticks. It is now on for young and old.
Hey. By the way, what are you drinking tonight, Dan?
I have a nice whiskey tea, and in the next hour or so, I'm going to open a delicious can of Fanta lemon bread.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I'm doing a.
How about yourself?
I'm doing a pineapple cider.
That's a solid choice.
Absolutely. John says, I took the drugs and the drugs are working. So could you understand
The drugs are working.
So could you understand what the dinosaur was saying then? Yeah, oh, it's excellent.
Now, John, when you say you took the drugs and the drugs are working, are you referring to medicinal drugs or are you talking about Camberwell carrots?
Oh, here we
Of
go.
course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
God left me unfinished.
Of course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely
fun
as
drugs.
this.
This chimp jerked off one too many times.
I could see that.
Easily done.
Of course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
Someone get him some PG tips quick.
Oh, Joe, I was thinking that exact
Of
same
course,
thing.
it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
I'm not that lonely. I get to have monkey sex with the head nurse. We now do Planet of the Apes foreplay.
Of course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
Johnny, get my gun.
Of course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
Death to theater.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time
Okay,
to
guys. This is your moment. I want you to describe to me the sex move Planet of the Apes.
Oh, God. I know, Joe. I thought it sounded personal too. And John, to answer your question, if you get the chance, Ace Pear Cider is fantastic. It is so good. There's a pear one too, but the pineapple is my personal go-to. Oh, John starts right. First, you have to rent the monkey costumes. My God, I was wrong. It was anal all along. You damn
Get
dirty
your
Sanchez.
junk off me, you damn
the
dirty
final
ape.
round.
On your mark, get set, go.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Joe, I can only imagine, based on your description, what Battle for the Planet of the Apes is. Let alone Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Before any Planet of the Apes shenanigans start, there's got to be a Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
See, now I'm Googling what sex move the Battle for the Planet of the Apes is.
You might call it a gangbang.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Got a good riff for this one. Ready, set, go straight to hell. I remember, what did I look up? I looked up something in Urban Dictionary, and it was like, I didn't expect there to actually be something on it, but there was something on it, and it was some weird sex move.
Unfortunately, the last time I tried any monkey-based roleplay, we ended up doing the Dr. Zaius, which resulted in my partner falling asleep after I bored her to death for 6 hours.
Go!
Welcome to the first annual American Upper Class running of the Twit.
Nice.
Love it.
On your mark, get set, go!
I didn't make it. I fell in a hole and died. My father only made it so far until the apes found him. It didn't go well for him.
On your mark, get set, go!
Unleash the wild beast.
Joe, I feel your pain. I
On
feel
your
the
mark,
same way. I was so naive in high
get
school.
set, go! On your mark, get set, go!
You cheated, you fucking bastard. This is rigged. This is rigged.
On your mark, get set, go!
To the U.S. Capitol building again.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Urban Dictionary lists a sex move called the Phil Collins, where you perform on the air tonight, or in the air tonight on a drum to fill your
Liam, where is the snare on this one?
Now get visuals of that. God damn it.
Oh, I'm just so proud of you.
Did I ever tell you guys? Oh my god. So I have a blowjob story that's not about blowjobs, but it's kind of about blowjobs. Did I ever tell you this one, Dan? I know I've told you. I'm pretty sure. My mom always refers to things as like, she'll lose the word or just doesn't want to think of the word. Hang on here. Hey! Good job, Oops! Congratulations!
Nice
job. I will as soon as we get done, John,
down
here.
before your new champion.
Congratulations!
Oh, obviously, as well should also be said, 8 Boobs, if you have a question for the all-new Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth, please post it in the chat. It's got to be a yes or no question. I'll shake my balls for you.
Absolutely. Okay, so real quick before this thing goes too far along and Jen is thinking of a question, my mom is one that doesn't really like, she'll just say, oh, give me the thingamajig or whatever it might be. So we were having Christmas at my family's house, and I have a lot of cousins and nieces and nephews that were there, including some with significant others. And so, because our Christmas is really large, I've got a big family, and we had blow-up mattresses all over the place. Basically, any surface that could accommodate a bed or a blow-up mattress was covered in that. So they came up, my mom and a couple of others come up from downstairs. She claps her hands together and goes, okay, blowjobs are in the basement. Meaning the blow-up mattresses, not the act of a blowjob. And she also did it again. I was driving a bunch of people from a church to a reception for a cousin's wedding, and she's in the front seat, and we go by this park that has all of these people, like it was some kind of festival, and there was all kinds of inflatables and such. We're going by, and my mom says, and there's people in the back seat that I don't know. They're friends of the bride or the groom, and she says, "Oh, look at all the kids with the blowjobs," and it's just like, what? And the looks on the people's faces in the back of the vehicle was just, oh my god. I was suffering secondhand cringe. And the thing is, you confront her on that, and she'll go, "Oh, well, it's just you kids. You know, it's just your generation." And it's like, no, it's not. I guarantee you, your grandparents and great-grandparents, as adults, probably knew what a blowjob was. This is you not wanting to admit that you said a word that you would not otherwise say. So, oh god. So that's my family, and now you know why I am the way that I am. So.
I don't think that explains it, Trev. I think there's something else going on with you.
Well, that's true. All right.
What's better than riffing?
I'll jump in this
More
game.
riffing.
Jen, if you have a question, feel free to ask the good Mr. Dan.
Yes, I am here. The question you asked is, would the world find world peace? I've asked an 8-ball. Our future lies with you. Oh, my balls. Spicy meatball. Oh, that's expensive.
Hello, aspiring riffers.
The ball says
Each
very
round,
likely.
write a riff
Oh
mode.
my
A movie clip will play.
God.
Every
We're gonna
clip has
have a
spot to write your own
utopia
joke
soon.
Or riff, as we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional
Well, no, I do
comedy
think that
professionals.
blowjob was
At
a
a
word
slight
that was
point
used
deduction.
during World War One.
Everyone's
but
riffs are
it's
played
not
back,
even
and you
about the
vote for your
losing of
favorite.
words. It's just
At the
about
end
the
of all
fact
the rounds,
that
the
that's
player
a
with
word
the
that
most
she
points
pulls out
wins.
for that, and she won't acknowledge it, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just
Round
one of
one.
those things. And feel free to join in the audience if you like.
What do you know?
It's go time, Mama Jama.
Well,
Enter
speaking of
your riff
blowjobs.
now.
Oh, Joe, it should be called a fever gun. I think that we need to go back and look over all of our words and jazz them up a little bit. Give them a 21st century rebrand.
Absolutely.
Would you want the boring old thermometer, or do you want the fever gun? I mean, I suppose it backfires a little bit if you need to distinguish between the thermometer and the rectal thermometer, but...
What do you know?
No, you don't. You haven't seen Galaxina.
What do you know?
Who came all over the window?
I think we should go back to.
What do you know?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think we don't need to go back to Shakespearean insults.
Oh yeah, Jackanapes
What do you know?
is a great one.
That's excellent.
All I know is that the drugs just kicked in. 'Cause I see a spaceship, but we were just in my mom's basement.
What do you know?
God, this is bad. Do we have any video nasties on board?
What do you know?
Who knew the stars could have blowjobs?
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Kurt, I can't not read what you just posted without hearing it in my mind's eye with the voice of Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Call it a love gun like the band Kiss. Just for the record, by the way, he's got a very strong New Jersey accent.
Hey, call it a love gun like the
Might
band
be a
Kiss.
champion riffer in the making.
Yeah.
She would say smaller than a pubic hair.
Round 2.
Well, what took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Oh, John, I have such a soft spot for Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He's a somewhat depraved, middle-aged, full-blown New Jersey man who wears a string vest, cargo pants, and flip-flops. And he has come out with some of the most insightful lines of dialogue in the 21st century of television. I adore that man.
Well, what took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
That's my cum.
I can tell where we're
Well,
going tonight.
what took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
Want me to open the window?
Well, what took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
Insert blowjob joke here.
Well, what took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
This tastes like shit.
Ooh.
It is shit
What
off.
took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
Plus I had to set the timer on the bomb.
What took you so long? Ice cream was melting.
Narrator. But it wasn't ice cream.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
He just looked at me. It was a few years later I realized what had happened. I can still see his face to this day. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Joe. That Jesus. Oh shit.
And that science teacher went on to discover the Higgs boson. When asked to describe its size,
You're doing
he
great.
said it's smaller than a pubic hair. My gazpacho soup moment.
Oh god.
Round 3. Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
So, Trev, if you had to, would you replace your hands with feet or your feet with eyes? It's a very straightforward question.
Yeah, totally straightforward. I mean, it's a question that's asked on the daily, really. Probably my hands with feet, because I've got pretty dexterous feet, so I figure I can, work the basics, and I can use call to text or like speech functions for everything else. How about yourself?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with hands for feet as well. The idea of having eyeballs for feet sounds kind of painful.
I was gonna say, it'd be pretty squishy.
Yeah, and you wouldn't see much because of the socks.
Yeah. Are you saying you would have feet in it, or?
This is what happens when you pick up some random lady at the dive bar in backwoods, Wisconsin.
Funny you mentioned that.
I just stole John Walker's mustache.
Damn, I must have been really drunk to bring her home last night. Is that my robe?
It's a very lovely robe.
It's not scratchy.
Yeah?
I thought she smelled bad on the outside.
Jesus, HD really sucks.
Why so dramatic? You married me. You knew I was ugly.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
No, I was I was up with my family for the 4th, and we're at this cabin in northern Wisconsin, and we went to this dive bar, and it was like the most divey of Wisconsin dive bars. There's all this, because it's partially grocery store, partially bar, and I'm pretty sure that half of the food on the shelf was probably 10 years old or older.
Well played, good riffer. The round is yours.
But there was this guy there, and like, he kept showing my brother around all these like nudie posters on the wall and stuff, and then he went up to this one random lady that came in, and they seemed to be getting along really well. And he showed her this. Oh, wait till this is over here.
You saved my life.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's good to see Joe Estevez playing today.
He took her over to this poster on the wall that was of a lady completely naked, bent over into a fridge. So it was like full. You could have done a gynecological appointment. And he started showing her that and asked her if that's what she looked like.
You know he is. Joe Estevez has been the solid foundation of the On Cinema expanded universe now for about a decade, and I support him. The kids' films he's starred in are nothing short of mesmerizing.
Oh, he's a total ladies' man.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, that mustache.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You saved my life.
Let's now have cavemen say, where you hit me over the head and drag me into the cave, it would be the best sex since Planet of the Apes.
You saved my life.
So head?
You saved my life.
So is this the before or the after?
You saved my life.
Yep, another Tinder date reaches its only logical conclusion.
You saved my life.
Boga.
You saved my life.
And now il save yours for the time being.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Let's see. So as a child, my mom once brought me to her factory job because she didn't have a babysitter, so she hid me in her office. They gave me paper and crayons and told me to draw. Spell me, so I did. Oh, God!
Kids do the darndest thing.
Well, did you ever see that, the kid had a picture of, like, her mom, like, on what looked like a stripper pole and people tossing money at her? And apparently, at least according to the post,
Doing great there.
it was actually her mom worked at, yeah, exactly, the shovel mom. It was actually her mom had a shovel and people were tossing money at her because they wanted it, because it was the last shovel and it had snowed quite a lot or something.
It's the final round.
I can imagine.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
So, Trip, how do you like your eggs in the morning?
Actually, so there's this thing called, and I know that a magic muffin is kind of synonymous with a lot of stuff, but, I had a friend that showed me how to make these biscuits, and it was, or this sandwich. Oh, let me finish this and then I'll do that.
No trouble. Question to the chat, how do you like your eggs in the morning?
So, it's an English muffin, or toasted English muffin, and then you put peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other, and then cheese, an over easy egg, and then, like, a full-sized pork sausage, or like a pork sausage patty, and it's awesome. It's so fantastically good. I know that's more than just...
That sounds kind of wild.
Yeah, it is awesome. Like, such a good combination of flavors.
All three of the best kind of eggs. Scrambled, unfertilized, anal.
Well, it's kind of funny, so,
And lo, 3 wise men did see a star.
So, at the
You get scrambled, unfertilized, anal.
So, at the Iowa State Fair every year they announce all the foods that are going to be there that year. And Dan, I think I showed you this, right? We had this discussion. No, maybe we did. Anyway, they have 84 new foods that are coming to the state fair. Most of them are fried or on sticks or whatever. But what was just listed as a standby biscuit, a regular biscuit, and a party biscuit.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
Not like this, not like this.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
My uncle Ernie showed me his the other night.
Oh, God.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
Because we know you've never had a proper haircut.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
Yeah, but from cows, not a man.
Oh, God.
What's the matter,
Oh,
Tommy?
no.
Can you milk me?
You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
Milk and eggs killed my parents.
What's the matter, Tommy? You've seen eggs and milk before, haven't you?
No, but I'm a moron.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Oh, Joe, no, not Tommy. Anything but Tommy. I love Tommy. I'm a bit less keen on Roger Daltrey these days, but Tommy, yeah, I like Tommy. I like Ken Russell.
Fair. Kurt, Iowa State Fair, they're doing fried bubblegum, and I have no idea what that means.
Well, would you check out the riffing skills on this guy?
Wait, sorry. Did you say deep fried bubblegum?
Yes, I did.
And you're not Scottish?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I would eat it. I'm just saying that that's what's going on with that.
How does that even work? You can't blow a bubble with it, surely.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Joe Estevez, nice job. Is that Jaime?
Nice.
3 cheers for the top ripper.
Congratulations, that's incredible. Oh, Joe, nice job. Very, very cool.
Indeed.
I don't hack enough to make, or I don't hack enough phlegm to be Scottish. Yeah, that's fair.
Well.
Oh, John is Joe. Okay,
Joe.
got it.
Well, Joe Estevez, you have won this round, and you get to ask a yes or no question to the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. New and improved, it's not like new Coke, it actually tastes good this time, so lay your question on me and I'll shake my balls for you.
Absolutely. And he does shake his balls very well from what I understand.
Aggressively.
Yes. Do you have like bruises around your balls afterwards, or is that just a thing?
Concussions, stitches, the full 9 yards. Anybody who's seen me do it in real life is honestly left stunned to silence.
Ah, got
which
it.
I can only assume is a good thing.
Oh, Joe, I'm sorry that it doesn't work well. We'll have to try What the Dub. I don't know if they would work any different on your browser, but we can certainly try the next time. Also, it's Jen's birthday.
It's been a while since
next
we've done What the Dub.
Yeah.
Hey, many happy returns. We'll have to do maybe a little birthday stream or something, assuming I'm not like electrocuted alive in the next 30 days.
Oh, there you go. There's a good question. Is Ron Burgundy?
Oh, bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. Knower of wisdom, keeper of keys at Hogwarts. Is Ron Burgundy. Oh, news time. Sex Panther. Scotch. The stars say no.
Oh.
Ron is not Burgundy.
Oh.
Controversial. Controversial, but the ball has spoken. Let no man or woman tear it asunder.
Absolutely. Trashy film reviewer electrocuted by ghosts of deceased art punk singer. Nice. All right.
With my last words, I curse Morrissey. Dead.
Who is sad. All right. Back to the next game. Dan, go ahead and take this one if you like.
It's riffing time.
Frickin'
Everyone, head to rifftrax.games and enter your room code.
For God's sake, DTJP is the thing to pop in there.
Hello, aspiring riffers.
So what did everybody do for the 4th of July?
A movie clip will play.
UK
Every clip has a
voting
spot to
or
write your own joke
stateside
or
blowing a hand off?
Round 1.
Everything in this
Oops,
world is
quite
measured in some way.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch you.
Oh, no, I said, what did everybody do for the 4th of July? Be that vote, if you're in the UK, or blow off a finger here in the States.
I took part in a democratic action and voted with my heartiness of hearts.
Aww.
And then I spent the entire evening watching some of the worst politicians the British government have ever produced over the last 14 years get their arse handed to them by first-timers. It was quite a wonderful experience that I wish for all of you at home at the upcoming US elections. So, but the less said about that, the better. Am I right, guys? Let's do some shots and forget that that's coming up.
You know what?
I don't think we should think about that right now.
Once I vote, my ass is getting good and drunk, and hopefully I don't wake up for a week.
That's all right, I'll feed your cat
Everything
for
in
you.
this world is measured in some way.
Haha, he's gonna eat my splooge.
Everything in this world is measured in some way.
Like my sex drive, after watching that pussy.
Does this MM look
Everything
like
in
a
this
mom
world is
to
measured
anybody
in
else?
some way.
The amount of sexual assault that is about to happen is immense. For example, is a measurement.
Everything in this world is measured in some way.
Thank you, Red Sovine.
Everything in this world is measured in some way.
Bicycle repairman, my hero.
That's awesome.
Everything in this world is measured in some way.
Superman handed me an ice cream. I hope it's not his ice cream I'm eating.
That'll punch right through your
Okay,
vagina.
we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Joe and John, I agree with both of you. Fucking hell. But I remember, I think it was it Mallrats where they talk about like how Superman would have to wear a kryptonite condom because otherwise he would punch through Lois's like stomach because obviously Superman had a super erection, which is a weird thing to say.
Oh yeah. See, Superman's ice cream may be awful, but Iceman's super cream is truly disgusting.
I don't think I ever saw the Superman peanut butter commercials.
I did. They were weird.
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
Today? What is today?
It's that time
Today
again.
It's Thursday.
Enter your riff now.
Ah, good. Sorry, that was my attempt at what was it? Not Phantom of the. What the fuck is it called? There's the meme.
Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge.
No.
Phantom of the Paradise.
Yes. But there's that meme that comes up every Thursday, and like the one leader dude with the funky helmet is like, what is today? And the random guy that kind of looks like Elton John goes, Thursday. Today? It's Thursday. The kicker is that it was fully illustrated by a real Superman comic artist who got fucked over by DC. Holy shit, really? Oh my god.
Wow.
Oof. That's a good old-fashioned oof there, eh? No hot dish for them, I'm thinking, eh? Don't you know?
That's awful. Where could somebody find this material?
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
It'll be 10 minutes till the tabs kick in, and frankly, this is all there is to do in the Midwest.
Well, there's axe throwing.
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
I made these with tears.
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
The night before, David found out that his mother was bat pussy.
Oh no.
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
Then the cookie monster broke in, murdered David, and stole his fucking cookies.
Nobody touches my fucking cookies!
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
Those who ate the cookies would be dead by Sunday.
The next day was Saturday. David was watching his mother make some cookies.
David missed out on Friday and hanging out with Rebecca Black partying and partying.
Got a favorite?
Yeah.
Vote now.
You know, it's something to think
Oh yes.
about.
So to anybody in the audience, just to let you know, we did a screening of Bat Pussy last week, I want to say. I hope you guys have recovered.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got the solo treatment. You got to enjoy it one-on-one, just in unflinching horror, the way that I discovered it many moons ago.
Yeah, and I
Check
still
out the high
haven't come out
score
of
on
it.
this one, people.
I see why it's Trip Super Move.
Yup.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck that, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, she does love it.
Round
Oh,
3.
100%.
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
I think that movie turned me asexual. You know what? I don't blame you. Like, the space hopper alone would be enough to turn anybody asexual, I'm thinking. head to go masturbate to pictures of Margaret Thatcher to get my libido working again. Oh, Joe, I'm so sorry.
You know, being a monk isn't a choice. They just watch that film and it's just
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
Hvad vill sjó bak pussi ut til CKS insan?
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
I got nothing for this one, not a damn thing. I'm Kurt and I got nothing.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry to hear it, man.
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
We will have a threesome later.
Yeah, Hercules movies I think would be difficult to riff.
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
Lou Ferrigno wants
Yes,
to go.
mommy, I mean. Mommy. I mean, mommy, I mean.
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
Lower the quality down to 144p.
Speaking of monks, I wish the actors in Back Pussy had taken a vow of silence.
Put her into my handmaiden's quarters.
And her to the pile of hot chicks. Man, it's great to be queen of Lesbos.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
I'll be honest, one of my favourite things about Bat Pussy is just the fact that the woman in it all the way through just keeps going, shit, shit.
I will say
her husband will just like slag her off for 10 minutes solid and all she'll come back with is shit.
I mean,
And then it will
sometimes
move
it's
on.
really all you can really say about a thing, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of Lou Ferrigno's Hercules, I showed Triv a clip from Banzai the other day where Lou Ferrigno beat a rabbi and a vicar to the soul of a baby child on a pedalo bike. It was quite an intense betting game.
That was... Oh my god. I mean, the right person won, let's be honest, but I love the fact that Lou Ferrigno, he seems pretty chill about, like, his legacy with that whole thing.
I'm going to have to do a Banzai drinking night on the Discord at some point.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
It's me every single night.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
I will say with Bat Pussy, I never can look at Adam West the same ever again. It makes me wonder if he just throws on his bat trousers and doesn't wear underpants. I mean, obviously his underpants are on the outside, so it's kind of a moot point.
I mean, he's probably not throwing anything on anytime soon, but...
Well, that's true. I mean, he's been dead for, what, 4 or 5 years now?
Something like that.
R.I.P.
He's up there now trying to pull Biggie Smalls away from the buffet.
He's getting into animated moral debates with JFK Jr.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. Considering how tight those tights were, Jesus.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne. What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
Hello, my name is Champagne.
Okay, that's good.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
Sorry ma'am, your card was declined.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
I would want something else, if you catch my drift.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
Best you get is a night with me, Fred Garvin, male prostitute.
What I wouldn't give for a nice, chill glass of champagne.
Right. The piss tank is full. Drink up.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Kurt, I was just about to bring that story up. It was Adam West and Frank Gorshin, the Riddler. Frank had got invited to an orgy and he asked Adam if he wanted to go along for the ride too, and they both got there and were a little bit nervous, and they had the costumes in the trunk of their car, so they decided to just throw the costumes on. They burst into this orgy in full character as Batman and the Riddler. Which, imagine if you'd gone to that not knowing that those guys were going to burst in as Batman and the Riddler and start basically doing an episode of Batman 66 in the middle of people doing Batman 69.
Arguably, Batman 69 would have been better.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, surprised no one's doing any no eating pussy jokes. Yeah, true. You know, although I'd have to say, if Adam West showed up as Batman and people at the orgy weren't having it, I don't think that it was worth your time anyway, really.
Well, yeah.
Joe, I don't think you're showing your age at all. Yvonne Craig and Aaron Gray were both sexy as hell.
Well, look at this hot shot.
Man, good job, Queen Kong. That's awesome. It's almost as good as Fred Gervin.
It's
male
the final
prostitute.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
Oh yeah, I love a good carrot and a good pickle.
Now enter your
preferably at the same time there, don't you know? See, I guess I never mind Frank Gorshin's Riddler, but I could see how it would be rather creepy, like, especially when he wore, like, the full, like, spandex bodysuit thing. Excuse me. I could never get past Cesar Romero's fact that he had a mustache underneath the makeup. Yeah, no, you're right, Joe. You're not wrong. But for the time, I thought he played.
Oh, imagine that!
Go ahead.
Imagine that lycra just
Ugh.
so. Ugh, it's been like smelling the inside of a tube sock.
Yeah. Well, at least Adam West, and for whatever you want to say about the underpants on the outside, at least he had that to kind of cover shit.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
That sounds as appetizing as a pot noodle.
True.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
Yet there's a problem. Rationing has been put into place. You have to eat either the table or your mother, and you don't want splinters in your teeth.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
They taste like shit too.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
It is then put in the trash because Biggie Smalls don't fuck with no greens.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
Everything goes on the plate. The guests, the furniture, the neighborhood, the plate is all. The plate knows all.
The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery, olives, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
And these are all for the Chicago dogs.
Hey.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
You know,
the John Astin from National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Is it weird his Joker or his Riddler to me never seemed, he always seemed like a dollar store Riddler. I don't know why, but I could never get past that. Like, I don't know, I always preferred Frank Gorshin.
Yeah.
Might be a champion.
There was something
riffer
quite
in the
manic
making.
about his performance that I always quite enjoyed.
Fair. I could never get over the fact there were 3 different people that played Catwoman. Like, Eartha Kitt was my favorite by far.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Joe.
Absolutely.
He was not a good fit for that, or for the skin suit.
And
I don't even think
winner
Frank
is...
Gorshin liked the skin tight suit. Hey, good job, Joe Estevez, kicking ass and taking names up in this bitch.
Nice.
And we have a winner. Let's give
We
him a
beat
hand.
tonight.
Hell yeah. Because who else was it? It was Meredith.
Love to see it.
Meredith something or
It was
another.
Lee Merriweather,
Lee Merriweather,
Eartha Kitt,
right,
and
Julie DeMar.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, John? You got it regardless, and that's incredible. Don't forget about your bastarding question.
Yes, please do. The ball knows all.
Oh, hey, Dan, you're Mr. Bungle. The voice of Baby Ghost is Liam. Various voices was James. The burly attendant was Queen Kong. And Travolta as Cage was 8 Boobs.
John, was your question Julie Newmar? I can ask the ball, but I don't know what it'll say.
I mean, is there a bad answer when it comes to Julie Newmar?
My favourite thing about Eartha Kitt is that she originally Divine, John Waters' Divine, was supposed to record a pop song called Cha Cha Heels, and at the last minute she couldn't do it for one reason or another, and the only person that could get in for a replacement to do the song Cha Cha Heels was Eartha Kitt.
Oh, wow.
So you'd have Eartha Kitt singing a very clearly written for Divine pop song called Cha Cha Heels, which is very good. If you type in Eartha Kitt Cha Cha Heels, you will hear the campest pop song, the most 80s campest pop song you have ever heard in your life. I might post it in the Discord later.
That sounds
it's great.
Amazing. On the Julie Newmar
It's
front,
so good.
For some reason, like I guess the movie To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything Julie Newmar, there's a movie that came onto Tubi called Slay, and it kind of takes From Dusk Till Dawn and Thanks for Everything Julie, or To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything Julie Newmar, and kind of connects them. It's an interesting movie. It's pretty well done. I enjoyed it, but worth a watch if you're in that neck of the woods and want something kind of campy and fun. So, all right, why does Steven Seagal keep making musicals or keep making music?
Magical bastarding 8-ball. Why does Steven Seagal keep making music? Judo chop. Friends with Putin. Good times for all. It says... The ball is confused. One moment. It says you can count on it. But I suppose it's because the ball is a yes or no question. So why does Steven Seagal keep making music? You bet on it.
Or is it because Putin lets him? I guess it's a joke.
That's another valid point. The world may never know.
Still waiting for the... Yeah. Okay, let me get back to the thing here. Sorry, I got distracted. Too many names rolling by.
What's better than riffing?
All right,
More riffing.
PPKE is the thing of choice. My thing just tried to spell out poke, which isn't right. Oh, PPK. Damn it. There we go. Yay! Connected! The photo of Seagal meeting wounded people in the Russian hospital is surreal. I can bet. Alright, for those who's left, go ahead and join in the audience if you are so inclined.
Hello,
yeah, John,
aspiring
I think you
riffers.
and Jen are sitting out
In
this
each
round,
of Write a Riff mode, a movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke, or riff as we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals at a slight point deduction. Everyone's riffs are played back, and you vote for your favorite.
So does anybody
At the end
have
of all the rounds, the
good
player with the
vacation
most
plans
points
for
wins.
the rest of the summer and/or year?
I'm probably going to be spending the majority of the year doing the house, unfortunately. But starting next year, I should be pretty free to do whatever I want, whenever I want, which would be quite nice.
Springs!
Are you the next top riff?
How about yourself?
Enter your riff.
Just a second.
Also, question for the chat. I'm feeling generous. I'm going to grant people a wish. If you write your wish in the chat, I will grant it, but there will also be a cursed monkey paw element to it. So type your wish into the chat and you'll get it, but you'll also get a little curse to go alongside it. Of course, I'll tell you what that curse is.
But not until afterwards. I plan on watching the US Spiral one way or the other. I wish for a good thermos. My boss is in Africa.
Okay, you will...
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, you'll get your good thermos, but it'll always just be like a little too hot. Just a little too hot. Not pleasant.
No springs!
Gaw coyly. I thought the therapy made you disappear.
Dan, your audio got a bit muffled there for a second.
No springs!
Oh, sorry.
No big
Holy, you bastard.
Oh, will the turkey be a little dry?
No springs!
The turkey will be a little dry.
20 years
That's the
later,
kind of monkey paw we're
Crowley was
dealing
a
with
key
here.
whistleblower in the Watergate trial after he tapped Nixon's phone.
Ooh, well, shit, that changes history, doesn't it?
Mm.
No springs!
Missed both my legs.
No springs!
Good, the no springs chat line is still working. I was just checking. Now time to go to work.
No springs!
Shit, how am I gonna get porn now?
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Oh, so Joe says his boss father is in Africa for the next 3 weeks, so you can expect me to slack off heavily. Oh, I hope you do, man. I hope you do.
Absolutely.
James says he wishes that Trump will lose. Trump will lose, but unfortunately he will also get a GB News, BBC News and Fox News slot, an hour a night to talk about whatever bollocks he wants. And it will always be the front page of X, because Elon Musk wants to give him a big, girly kiss on the bottom.
Yeah, you aren't wrong in that respect.
Hmm.
And there's really... He needs to be forgotten. That's the only way to make him go away. You can't
Yes.
do anything to him because of his following. Like, he literally needs to
Round
be...
2.
I don't know.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
So, Joe, is your wish that you want to be able to slack off whilst your father is in Africa? Because if so, I grant your wish, but I'm going to give you the monkey paw that your phone will ring with a very important phone call, and it will just go off the hook the second you pick your phone up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And you have to call them back, and they probably won't be there because they've moved on to somebody else, or like it'll be one of those numbers where you can't return the call.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's going to be really awkward.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Is the answer 69?
Oh, no.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Just play the note.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Please help, I've lost my Tweety bird.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Sorry, I'm still learning this whole hooker thing. They cut back Social Security, and bingo costs a lot.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Sorry, what were the instructions again? I'm a little bit senile.
Now, how many times do you have to do this in order for us to get this right?
Why did you glue this stupid hat on my head, you son of a fucking whore?
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Joe, I'm not sure how I feel about monkey pawing a cancer wish.
And that's dangerous.
But danger can be fun.
No, you were asking about my holiday. I am going, well, the biggest thing I've got is just going to Minneapolis for Rifftrax. I'm gonna kind of tour around the Twin Cities and look at shit. Other than that, possibly going back into northern Wisconsin later in the year, but that's kind of a maybe thing, depending upon what the money situation is. So.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a pretty nice summer setup. A lot of travel should be pretty good for you.
Yeah, that's the hope. It's kind of a
His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
Seems like me.
It's go time, Mama
Mr.
Jama.
Bungle.
Enter your riff now.
You card. Hey, you know what? That sounds like a pretty good gig, Kurt. I'd go to watch that.
That does sound fun. As far as wishes go, because I have no expectations of anything good coming from this election, I will wish for the best possible outcome for this election. Whatever the best possible
Well, I do have a
outcome
spare
is.
room going if any of you Americans want to jump ship. You have to pay shipping to get here, but...
His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
COVID, here I come.
His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
Because he was a COVID denier and masks wear for pussy snowflakes and libtard, cough sounds.
His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
An average day for Nigel Farage.
Yeah, these riffs are on point tonight. You guys kick ass.
His hands were dirty.
Yeah, you guys got this
And his
down.
hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
He was more worried about his amazingly lifelike penis.
His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
God damn, get your shit together, man. You're a homeowner now.
His hands
Can't
were dirty,
help it.
and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to
got
wash
you,
his
man.
hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
Game over,
And that's
man,
how
game
the Black
over.
Death began. Thanks, you little shit.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Oh yes, congrats Liam, by the way, on getting into that film festival. I hope you have a really, really good time with it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Very, very cool.
It's cool networking opportunity. It's a really good way to sort of link in with other filmmakers in the area.
Absolutely.
There's some really good contacts from these kind of festivals, so yeah. Oh, and also congrats, James, on moving into a new, bigger room. I hope that goes well.
Great.
Excuse me.
Nice. You know what I realised, Trev, just?
What's that?
We haven't heard your toilet in a very long time.
Round 4.
I wouldn't be surprised, Joe.
Well, this is a good place for horses to drink, isn't it?
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Is there any chance for us to hear the wonderful sound of Flushing Meadows once again? It has been so long.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, and I need to finish this, but then I will see what I can do to get you hooked up to be able to hear my toilet flush.
Thank you.
Alright, people in chat, who wants to hear my toilet flush?
Now or never, people. Also, I hope that goes well, Liam.
So we got Kurt and Jen want to hear it flush, but that's really not a majority of the people in chat, so you're going to have to do better than that.
Joe.
This better not awaken anything in me. John, if this awakens something in you, that just goes to show the power of my magic toilet.
Joe, I need you now. I need
Well,
you to say yes.
this is a good place
I
for
need
horses
toilet
to
flush
drink, isn't it?
samples.
What does the kid have to do with horses drinking?
Well, this
Kurt,
is a
your
good place
ability
for
to be
horses
king
to
does
drink,
not
isn't
make
it?
a difference here.
God, kid, stop making that face, otherwise Rolf Harris will come snatch you.
Well, this is a good place for horses to drink, isn't it?
No, it's not. This is where little Tommy pours all his favorite chemicals.
Well, this is a good place for horses to drink, isn't it?
They don't just drink here.
Jimmy's thirsty. Well, this is a good place for horses to drink, isn't it?
My lovely horse, I want to hold you so tight I want to rub my fingers through your tail and love you all night.
Well, this is a good place for horses to drink, isn't it?
The spirit of dark and lonely water will push them in too. Pleasance takes no prisoners.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Alright. Hang on a second here.
Oh. Thank you, Joe. I hope you enjoy my AI voice.
Well, I, for one, am impressed.
Did y'all get that?
Unfortunately, I was muted on the Discord. If the chat heard it though, no, we
you were
didn't pick
muted?
it up.
Oh, what did I? Did I
Okay,
mute you?
Riffers, it's the final
Might have
round.
been.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Hang on here. I tried to disconnect the mic so I could do that, but that clearly didn't work. Let me try something different here. Let's see here. Hang on. Give me just a second.
Hey, no trouble. This is the content that people turned up for.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
Joe, you're absolutely correct.
All we have is Braunschweiger, I'm afraid.
Ooh, I love Braunschweiger.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
Now let me get my shovel.
Specific, Mrs. Lambert. Your husband?
You know, Walter Matthau was pretty great too.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
Just didn't order the fish.
Mrs. Lambert. Your husband?
Nobody ever says liverwurst.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
The turkey's a little dry.
Oh, that's not true, Joe.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
Here's liverwurst, you thin-assed bitch.
May I have a sandwich, please?
Chicken or liverwurst?
Chicken.
This is the chicken he didn't eat.
Your husband?
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Okay. So I recorded my
Okay.
toilet for you guys. I recorded my
Yeah.
toilet flushing, so here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is And if y'all behave, I'll do it again.
Please.
Looking
It's
good.
all I want in life.
And the winner is...
Nice. Queen Kong, congratulations.
There can only
That's
be one.
fantastic and
Top
good work.
Ripper.
We have had some expert riffing tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a good night. Got the
Does it
funnies
drain
going on.
clockwise or
In case of the funnies going around.
It drains clockwise. So. Yeah, good job, Kurt. For you and you alone. One more time, just for posterity.
Yeah.
What? Hang on. Damn it.
Anticipation. Yeah.
If I ever become a famous streamer, I'll make sure to make that my my donation noise.
I think you should open an OnlyFans and just have that as the only thing. $5.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I couldn't use the money, but I'm not sure people are gonna go for that. Jesus. Hey, Movie Emporium, how
Some
you doing?
weird people. Oh God, it's him. Hello.
Only flushes. So we've got only Dans and only flushes. Oh my god, that's what happened. Let's see. Joe's question about the toilet flushing in the wrong way. That's what happens after various laugh quakes. Yeah, I suppose you're probably right. Okay, Kurt asks, my question is, will the new Twister movie suck?
Well, okay. Busting 8 Ball of Truth. Will the new Twister movie suck? Pierce Brosnan. Getting sucked off. Death cycling. And the answer is... The ball is being very confusing today.
Okay, what's it say?
It's taking ages. Chances aren't good.
Oh, shit. That means it's gonna be a good
Chances
movie.
aren't good. Who can say at this juncture?
Yeah.
Nick, you know I love you deep down. You're my compadre, mi amigo, my friend, my brother from another mother,
The ball says made in China.
my muchacha.
I like Joe's line. I could see Trev's blasting laugh altering the magnetic poles. Well, did you hear recently that they said that the rotation of the magma in the middle of the Earth is slowing? And almost stopping? Well, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's all those laughs, just changing it all up.
I mean, I guess I'm the cause of climate change. All those daggone Republicans were correct.
Turns out that Just Stop Oil should just be covering you in orange paint every other day.
Yeah, that's fair. I could handle that. Fucking millennials ruin the world again. Yeah, I suppose. All right, who's up to play? I can sit this one out. John and
Put
Jen,
out
if you
the
want to
wiener
jump
wraps
back
and
in,
snacks.
feel free.
It's time to riff.
All right, got TJ BK. God, burpee tonight. I'm so sorry. Nick, I think most everybody said hi to you, for whatever that's worth.
Nick says, just say you're Bucky's dealer. That beaver has saved my life. Before I knew about the bookies, I was a degenerate, a bum, watching movies to make ends meet and reviewing trash produced by the likes of Frank Stallone.
And
But now, after meeting the great beaver...
You're still doing the same thing.
Now, after having seen the Great Beaver, not a lot has changed, but I now use better deodorant.
Dan, go ahead and jump in there if you like. If you are so inclined.
I love that Nick just said, I assume Nick was intending to say hello to all, but he accidentally missed the O off, so he's wishing everyone hell.
That's like hello there, and it's actually hell here. I mean, he's not far off the way things are looking. Holy shit. Well, I'll jump in then.
Nick, how was trade down at the Bikini Emporium?
Oh, what happened? We lost somebody. I'm not sure who had played out or who had jumped out. There we go. Hang on here. Come on. There we go. It was wunderbar! Wunderbar!
Hello, aspiring riffers.
Beautiful.
Damnation to yourself as well.
Round one.
Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
He's a bubble boy. He's a boy who lives in a bubble. That is indeed Travolta playing the Bubble Boy.
Yes.
It was one of his earliest roles, wasn't it? It was pre-Carrie.
Yeah, you're right. That's it's crazy.
Such magnificent flyaway hair.
He did have good hair.
One strong gust and he could go from Chicago to Indianapolis in less than half an hour.
Yeah, Nick, that is Travolta.
He once got shot down by several flying nuns trying to cross into Nebraska.
Hey, Dan, Nick ate too much and he needs a wafer thin mint.
Back off.
Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
May the blessings of Xenu be with you.
Where's food? Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Moose is in the house.
Happy 4th
Nick
of July,
lives on the
son.
wang of
Thanks.
the United States.
Now let's go blow shit up.
Woo!
Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
After this, I'll join a cult.
Yay!
Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
I'm not your son. I'm actually Nicolas Cage.
That's good.
Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
It's the 14th Ya Twit.
Okay, where's food? Honey, you want to turn the switch on?
Okay.
Happy 4th of July, son.
Yes, so, I'm trying to poop right now, Dad. This is awkward.
Got a favorite riff? Well,
Liam, Devil's Reign is actually quite a fun movie. I saw it for the first time as part of a collab, and I was surprised at how good it was. I didn't know what to expect.
Oh, that'll be something actually that I read this afternoon and I was delighted about, and it'll probably make a lot of people in here very happy. Jodie Whittaker announced earlier today that she signed on to do 3 years with Big Finish, so there's going to be more 13th Doctor stories coming soon, and it's not going to be written by Chibnall, so the stories may actually be good.
Yay! The oh god, the Chibnall Doctor that like screwed or changed everything up, like that changed the whole lore of the Doc.
Yes, Joe Martin.
Yeah. They're doing a bunch of Big Finish stories with her too.
Yeah. And they're doing a Master series as well.
there.
It's going to be a really good year next year for Big Finish.
That's cool.
Highly recommend you guys check them out if you like Doctor Who.
You guys are like the hair back side of the country. Or the back hair side of the country. If I could read, it'd be great.
I don't want to be the hair backside.
Well,
I want to be the tortoise backside.
What do you feel like doing?
it's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Okay, guys, let's just get a simple one out of the way up front. Chocolate or cheese?
In what way? Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about things you pour on yourselves during sex? Or
Chocolate or cheese, my friend. You can have chocolate or you can have cheese, but the other one you can never have again.
Ooh, that's difficult.
Mmm. It's a tough one. Splits the room.
I would choose to
You
have...
can either never have a good cheddar or a curly whirly again. It's...
I'm gonna have to go... I would pick to stay with cheese. Like, I love chocolate, but... What about the cheesy chocolate?
What do you feel like doing?
Not talking to a creepy plastic reptile for a start.
What do you feel like doing?
Allow me.
What do you feel like doing?
Get high? Give you to Norman Price so he can blow you up? I dunno.
What do you feel like doing?
Anal?
What do you feel like doing?
Drugs.
How about Parcheesi?
What do you feel like doing?
Murdering you, Barney.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Oh, Nick, yes, some people have said I do have the Uncle Buck factor, so... We've got a few people saying they keep chocolate. John says cheese. Joe's on chocolate. Nick says cheese.
So what about, so there is cheese fudge. What happens to stuff like that, where there's both?
If you pick whichever one you pick, the other half disappears. So if you pick chocolate, the cheese on the cheese fudge disappears. If you pick cheese, then the fudge element of the cheese fudge disappears.
Alright, I'm gonna keep cheese.
I think I'm gonna go cheese too.
Some clothes for you.
I do like chocolate though. It's very good.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff.
And there's a big variety of cheese as well, like a good Wensleydale with some fruit in it. That is as nice as some chocolate any day, I'd say. Nick says, Dan, you need to get Triv under control with this insane combination of weird nonsense.
Okay, no, it's a thing. It is something that Swiss Colony makes. It's a cheese fudge, and it's delicious.
I'm sorry, Joe, I don't make the rules. It's got to be one or the other. I like pepper jack as much as the next guy, unless the next guy's you, probably, but...
And white chocolate versus pepper jack cheese is not an exchange.
Some clothes for you.
I prefer being nude.
Well, managed to save some clothes for you.
They're mine, so it's mostly crotchless panties.
Managed to save some clothes for you.
Clothes, these are rags you found in Sweden.
She seems really concerned.
Managed to save some clothes for you.
They're all clothes made of Nazi skin. Hope that's okay.
It does sound like a Midwest ska band, doesn't it?
Managed to save some
I
clothes
can hear
for you.
it now.
Unfortunately, the anal raccoon perished.
Oh no! Well, shit.
No.
Managed to save some clothes for you.
Are they made of salted licorice?
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Please, welcome to the stage, Cheese Fudge.
I will, I'll post a thing in chat to prove that cheese fudge is a thing.
See, I don't know whether I should trust you on this one, Trev. I mean, you did say you hate mayonnaise.
I do! Look, I will, the next box that I send you this fall, I will include some cheese fudge in there just so you can try it. Oh, there you go, the Mystic
thank you
Knights,
so much.
The Mystic Knights of Cheese Fudge.
We are the knights who say cheese fudge.
Look at you! I bet you had a good breakfast.
That is a great one, I love the... Oh my god.
Joe is offering his daughter in exchange for pepper jack cheese if he chooses chocolate. Firstborn?
Round
I would assume second.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
I'm sorry, Joe. I've just read your latest comment in the voice of Charlton Heston, and now my life is complete. That's just... Or maybe Orson Welles. Orson Welles describing mayonnaise as a greasy, creamy orgasm that tastes great with fries. Oh my god, they're raw. Even better, she's adopted, so it's not like I'm that attached. Oh god. No, I'm sorry, we can't do this exchange. I feel like I'm going to be Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars here. Best I can do is 150.
We don't get along that great, you may be able to tell. You know what, I kind of got the impression, but I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go a bit more macro on this one. So Triv, we've done chocolate or cheese. You chose cheese. Yeah. I think a reasonable choice, although I would be sad. Sweet or savoury?
Cheese or generally?
Just broadly. If you choose sweet, all savoury things disappear, and vice versa.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
Oh, see, that's difficult.
Yes. Want to join our game of soggy biscuit?
Oh no.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
Some call it dinner. Here at Bruno's Italian Dinner, we just want to ensure your dinner is good and more importantly, you keep your mouth shut.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
Mr. Dodgy is saying some dodgy shit about doing something dodgy.
Blimey, doing dodgy stuff.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
You spoiled the surprise. It was a birthday day party for you. Michael Jackson was going to sing and the guys from Scareface was going to give out blow.
But no hookers? Nice. Well, shit.
I'm out.
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
And now you know, she has a built-in. What the hell am I singing?
I understand you and the other boys are having a little meeting.
Your crotchless panty wearers anonymous will not stand.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
I feel like I can handle, because sweet or salty can get weird, like if it's too much either direction. I feel like I can handle like salty or savory better than sweet, as far as like.
Well, with savory, with savory you get your meat, you get your pastas, your potatoes, but not your sweet potatoes, obviously.
Right.
But then on your sweet, you get all of your patisserie, your cakes, your baked goods, chocolate, obviously.
I agree,
sweet cheeses, they go to you.
I feel like I have, I love sweet stuff, but I feel like I have a limit for sweet stuff, so I'm going to say savory in that respect. And to answer Movie Emporium's question, I don't have an issue with cream cheese or mayo generally as long as it's other stuff, like dips or things, or cheesecakes, things like that. I just don't like them individually. Like, I wouldn't just put cream cheese, bland cream cheese, or straight up cream cheese on like a bagel, or I wouldn't do mayo on a sandwich. So, that's my answer.
I don't know, man. You're breaking my heart here. You don't like cream cheese. You don't like mayo.
I like stuff that involves those things. I'm a huge cheesecake fan.
Riffer. The round is yours.
You know, when we first met, I said I always try to find out what the flaw in people are, and usually they come out with some Nazi shit, or it turns out they're massively homophobic, or they're racist, or whatever, and I'd have to cut cool ties with them. In some ways, this is worse.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I broke your ever-loving heart, you dork.
Oh my goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift.
Oh, dear
Would you
God.
believe it?
Wow.
Are you the next top riffer?
James, my friend, my brother in bad movie arms, my VHS collecting amigo. Cheesecake is delightful. I love it, deeply and profoundly. The only answer to the question, have we got a cheesecake, is yes, and there's one more lined up where that came from. I love cheesecake. And John, I would argue about how being pro mayo is a better option, but frankly, you sent me some nice things, so I'm gonna just let bygones be bygones. Trev hasn't sent me anything recently, so.
What the? You know what? Half of my closet is taken up with all of your shit, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, Nick, you know what? Fuck you.
Oh my goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
My face ended up being a part of this memories.
Oh my goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
It was Monday. My next is Saturday. I get frequent flyer miles each visit. Last year I vacationed in Egypt.
Oh my goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
I fucked a chicken with it once.
Oh no.
Goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
That's hideous. So I'm going to make my daughter wear it for her wedding.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
Jaime, it's not genuine human leather.
Oh my
Give it time.
goodness.
It probably will become that.
The outfit that I wore to my last facelift. Would you believe it?
This was from when I starred as a villain in a cheap Colin Baker Doctor Who story.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Oh. Cheesecake is a sin to pineapple pizza. Nick. You see, we were doing so well.
Yeah.
We were doing so well, and then he had to go and slag off pineapple pizza. See, in this case, I think me and Trev should let bygones be bygones. I think we're pro pineapple people.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it's more than just a flavor thing; it's a way of life.
Absolutely. Like I would do pineapple on a burger with Canadian bacon.
Same. It's a beautiful sweet and salty tang that just works. As for your question, Liam, carrot cake, love it. My aunt makes an astoundingly good carrot cake, at least once a year. It's delightful.
It's excellent. Hey, good job.
John, you are storming it tonight.
Between
thanks to
everyone. John and Kurt, God, kicking ass, taking names, and Jen too.
Can you imagine being stuck between her and Carol Channing in an elevator? Raspberries!
I remember Carol Channing in, it was some kind of, I think, TV adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. Or Through the
yes, she does a rendition of Jam Tomorrow, Jam Yesterday,
Yes.
but never ever Jam Today, and
Yes.
it is demented as balls. I love it.
It formed a lot of my personality, along with Looney Tunes and the Three Stooges. All right, John, do you want us to wait for you, or well, I guess he needs to ask Sebastian 8-Ball. Should we start another? Well, should we wait?
Yeah, I've been out on the last two games. I'll jump in on this one.
Okay, well, John, so we will have you back in on the next game. Let me get out of this. Oh, Joe's wife is allergic to pineapple.
Head to rifftrax.games
Shit.
and enter your room code.
I'm sorry for your wife, Joe. All right, O-E-D-H. Jump on in.
Oh, James, I do agree with you there. Mushrooms are awful. I hate mushrooms. Unless they're really... Yeah, I know. Mushrooms are gross. Come
on. A good portobello, like a good portobello burger, it's fantastic.
Not my thing.
That's okay.
Not my thing. Anything that can grow on cow turd is not my thing, unfortunately.
I mean, I understand. I just, I can... this changes my opinion of you just a little bit. If you're not a fun guy, I don't know if I can get along with you. Oh, wait, I should probably
for a second,
start the game.
your Midwest went wild for a second. There was just a brief window where you were like, "Oh, it's okay, you don't have to like mushrooms." No, that's not the joke. Because you're supposed to slag me off for it. Throw a chair.
Every clip has a
Okay,
spot
on
to
a
write your own
bacon or
joke
sausage
riff, as
sandwich,
we
do you go
call
for
it.
ketchup or
If you're
brown
stuck,
sauce?
you can choose a
In my
randomly
limited
assigned riff
experience,
from one of
I
our
would
own
say I go for
professional
brown
comedy
sauce.
professionals. at a slight point deduction. Everyone's riffs.
I generally don't do sauce on a
favorite.
sausage sandwich.
At the end of all the
For
rounds, the player
bacon,
with the most
it
points
depends on my
wins.
mood, but more often than not, I'll go for probably
Round one.
red, but that's only because I have really bad acid. So, like, if I have brown, I end up heartburn for the rest of the day.
Oh, that's fair.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your
Ketchup
riff
and barbecue.
now.
I could do that. Actually, for Christmas we do like a meat fondue, and we always do this sauce that's ketchup, barbecue sauce, and then brown sugar. It's actually, you mix it right, and it's actually really tasty. I suppose it's kind of a kind of a variation on a brown sauce. Only it's like,
Yeah.
I have a really bad habit of mixing the brown sugar not quite right, so it can be a little granular, but it's enjoyable. Oh, Kurt says, Dan, that's a paddling in 2 months in the tower. Shit.
A paddling in 2 months. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent sausage sandwich meal?
A dry succulent sandwich meal at that. Oh, have you ever had yum
Or is
yum
it
sauce?
mushrooms?
God, that came out wrong. Oh, shit.
Oh, it was like one time in college, but he was really cute. How could I say no?
Shit. God damn it.
I don't like to kiss and tell, but
Oh,
god
dear
damn.
God. Okay. No, it's so if you do hibachi, it's oh, don't get me started on Chinese meal, man. That's easily my favorite internet viral sensation. So it's sriracha and mayo, but it's done a lot with hibachi, and it's fantastic.
Okay, everybody, hop in.
We are going to Ponty Pondy. We will come home in a car that looks like John Candy's car in planes, trains and automobiles after it was on fire.
Okay, everybody, hop in.
And then he was never seen again.
Oh no!
Okay, everybody, hop in.
Time to trade this baby in for one of those new Ford Pintos.
That's awesome. I missed this
Okay,
one.
everybody, hop in.
Totoro, here we come.
James says anything that can ruin VHS tapes has no business going through my digestive
everybody,
tract when
hop
it's
in.
in terms of mushrooms.
Oh fuck. I can't believe you're all inside
Agreed.
me right now.
That was good.
Okay, everybody, hop in.
Let's
Agreed.
go to Spatula City. Spatula City.
Woohoo!
Got a favorite riff? Vote
What
now.
better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Absolutely.
And it's buy one get one free this weekend.
Woohoo! Bring the kids. Lots of blowjobs for them.
Barbecue sauce is good. I've recently discovered chipotle mayo and
Ooh, I
chipotle
love
sauce, and
chipotle
it's
mayo.
yeah. They it was only really available at Subway in the UK for a really, really long time, but recently supermarkets have started stocking it, and I am loving life. Now, if they can go all in on ranch as well, then I think I'll probably have the full sort of trifecta for everything I need. But
Oh yeah, you could do chipotle mayo or chipotle ranch. It would be just like
oh,
adding chipotle seasoning to like a ranch packet, and then doing it the normal way you would do that. Oh, speaking of, do you need ranch packets, Dan? I forgot to ask.
I think I got one or
Take your
two
time.
left over from because the big batches they make up. But
probably
yeah, I'll
take-
let you know if I have any more. It's very kind of you to pick them up for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot about that. Hey, Raymond, how are you? Welcome.
Raymond,
Check out
nice
the
to
high
meet you, man.
score
Hope
on
you
this
have been
one,
keeping well.
people.
Everybody, if you get the chance, Raymond does do the same kind of reviews that Dan and I do. Only the stuff he does is
Yes.
even more like out there and rare than what we do. So definitely give his channel
two.
some love.
Anyway,
I can
we
only
live
have
in a
access to be
democracy.
able to
You
grab
can't just take
your
little baby
link
gator.
to your channel right
I've
now.
heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
Oh dear God.
It's
That puppet
that time
is
again.
just uncanny
Enter
valley.
your riff now.
More rare. Okay. What? More rare than bat pussy? Probably about the same. Dan, can you get the link to Raymond's channel?
You better believe I can. Hold your horses,
I don't. I
ladies
can't.
and gents.
I've got so much stuff running right now. I'm scared that if I do anything else, my computer will explode.
No, Raymond is a saint. He's really helped me out in the past with stuff on my channel. a year or two ago, we did a good collab on the Best of the Best movies with the Eric Roberts fighting series. Great guy, really knows his stuff. Like, we do deep cuts, he does deep cuts. We're talking Mariana Trench level deep cuts.
He's also appeared on the Twilight Zone podcast with Nick and I, and sometimes Dan as well. Sorry, you can wait until after you get stuff in for the riff, Dan, if you need to.
For some reason, my thing has stopped working. Actually, don't spread that around. I'm in my Rifftrax, not my thing.
That's a very personal thing. I mean, I understand after sniffing wallpaper paste all day, it would be an issue. Oh,
70s wallpaper paste does strange things to a man.
John, I would say close to your level. I mean, you guys are on a relatively same level, I would say.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
Joe, stop pretending. You know I'm a puppet and you're just slumming it in this Scott Shaw shitshow of a movie.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
You will beat your dick off but I'm a cousin of Barney the dinosaur so mighty sound sharp enough.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
What the fuck? You want to rumble? Let rumble. I killed Barney. I'm not scared of you.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
Crocodile.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
Bugger, you've soon my legs on.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
You can't mess with me. I'm friends with the mighty Gorgon.
Oh my god.
And anyway, we live in a democracy. You can't just take a little baby gator.
I've heard enough out of you, little missy. This is between me and that crocodile.
Baba Booey.
You dipstick. Crocodile.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
So the movie is
Liam, on the subject, Eric Roberts apparently never says no to a job unless he's double booked. So if you get in touch with his agent, there's a very good chance he'll pick you up. It may only be for a voiceover thing, but he'll do it.
Absolutely.
At least from what I've heard.
I mean, John can attest to how many Eric Roberts movies there are. They show a ton of them in his Discord server, which, if you get the chance, is freaking awesome. And Kurt can attest to their shows on Friday nights are fantastic. Highly suggest them.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of the folks here are in the same server, like in Dan's server, so you can get... Yeah, it's amazing what you guys come up with. I'm blown away every time. It's incredible. Just the variety of stuff. And it's all painful as fuck, but still fantastic.
Well,
and it goes,
I,
what,
for one,
5
impressed.
5 until, or 6 Eastern until probably midnight or 1. So it's a good, solid night of entertainment, too. And a lot of good riffers.
Round 3.
Just a minute.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
So, on the subject of Shark Week movies, because it is Shark Week, 7 until about 1 or 2 every Friday night. Yeah, and you guys go all out for Halloween, like, it's like 48 hours of movies? Like, wow, yeah, it's intense. But on the subject of shark movies, since it is Shark Week, what is everybody's favorite shark movie?
Just a minute.
Here's Jay, Emmy Olsen.
Just a minute.
I've forgotten my Dr. Pepper and my fork.
Just a minute.
FBI, open up.
Oh, Batman the movie.
Just a minute.
That wasn't 60 seconds. I want my money back.
2
Just a minute.
Oh God, I just came.
Just a minute.
I'm ugly.
Yay!
Hello. Got your favorite?
Yeah.
Vote now.
Probably Jaws. It's got to be Jaws for me, I think. I mean, I've got a load of shark movies currently sat with Triv that are hopefully going to be winging their way over to me sooner rather than later. But yeah, there's something about Jaws that's just really quite special.
I would agree. Like, outside of that, I think, and this is a random answer, but I really loved Santa Jaws. I can't tell you why. It was just such a fun movie. But yeah, if anybody's interested, the Friday night movies on the Discord over at John's Discord is just, it is so much fun. Even if you don't make it every week, they do it's just a lot of fun. So well worth it if you have the time and or are interested. Oh.
TikTok people.
Favorite shark movie,
TikTok
Jaws. Oh, 100%. Now, which of the Jaws franchise is the worst? I know the answer could be obvious, but I'm still gonna ask.
Cruel Jaws, also known as Italian Jaws, also known as Jaws 5.
Oh,
that's
great
cool,
there.
man.
Don't get cocky.
Favorite bad shark movie, Super Shark. I've not seen that one.
Round 4.
Fruit and vegetables
Fuck,
for
dog,
serving
what's
every
this?
day.
Okay.
Did you see
Take a
Homer
deep
made
breath.
an appearance there?
And enter your riff.
I remember them. Yeah, Joe, I was just going to talk about Shark Exorcist. Did you know that there was supposedly, and I haven't looked into it more than this, but apparently there's supposed to be a second Shark Exorcist movie. It was either out or it was in process. Oh, it is? That's cool, Raymond.
I'm still waiting for a movie to use the sort of twist on that of this time. It's not that personal. This time it's indirect.
This time it's about pleasure, not business.
Yeah. This time it's an accident, we promise.
This time it's just,
Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
Look away, cause we're getting gay.
Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
I'm going to commit you aside.
Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
What a lineup. Triv's computer and 3 vegetables.
smart Alec.
Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
Gaw, Mr. Bill in tooth form.
Yeah, no doubt. Holy shit.
Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
What drug did I just took?
Bruh. Fruit and vegetables for servings every day.
Forget it. Mother always taught me, never eat singing food.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Oh man, Kurt, you had to review Jaws the Revenge with Geek Salad? Oh dear God, I'm so sorry.
Raymond, this time I was a little miffed. just a little rankled. This time my jimmies were rustled.
I felt like getting into a little bit of a fracas.
Yes.
Which is like the greatest word ever. I love the word fracas.
Oh, you had to cover Caddyshack 2 as well. You know, I'm still hoping the Asylum will eventually do a Caddyshack 3 in space.
Well, you know, could you imagine if there was a mini golf course in space? That would be awesome. That would be perfect fodder for Caddyshack 3.
Yeah. Get Chevy Chase back. I mean, he's not doing anything anymore, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have him do his whole na thing.
Okay, riffers, it's the final round.
It's a final round.
Oh no, it's in colour.
It's Sigourney Weaver.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
Oh, I've always thought it was Fracas. But maybe that's not the case. No, and that's 100% cool, Joe. 100%. I mean, because I'm sure you're always going to get those people that say, oh, it's this way, oh, it's that way. I had someone get up in my ass about how I was pronouncing asterisk.
I did. So there was a guy a few years ago who I worked with for a couple of years, and he had this thing where he would always, what he meant to say was abhorrent. He used it as a repeating regular word, but he never said abhorrent. He always said abortionate.
What?
And I didn't have the heart to correct him. Part of me was just like, okay, just let him say that. That's fine. Eventually, someone will correct him. But in part, it was like, well, okay.
Oh, shit. Donald Sutherland was right.
Here we see the dead souls of Tory MPs surrounding the terrified political correspondent Robert Peston.
I need the loo. I hear Trivs has a good flush.
The best flush.
We'd like to talk to you about your current broadband package. Robert, do you have the good acid you took in the Tingler? Give me money.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
John says his riff would be, I've seen this Pornhub video before.
Yeah, it was a time and a half, let me tell you. There was the fact that he used it like a lot, like regularly, that was the problem. And it would be in weird sentences, like he'd say something and they go, oh man, yeah, that was abortionate. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna let him roll with this. He's on a roll. I'm not gonna get into this.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Raymond's just said he assumes the election went as well as ours is going to. You know what? We had the best possible outcome. I'm not a big fan of Keir Starmer. He's a bit dodgy. He's taken a lot of lessons from Tony Blair.
Would be a good time
but
to vote.
given how it could have gone, it went about as well as it could have given the people playing the game. That's all I can really say about it.
Yeah,
not happy particularly with it, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I always had an issue with.
Look at this.
I was reviewing the Abominable Dr. Fibes, and I couldn't for the life of me. I kept and I didn't even realize I was doing it. I kept saying the Abdominable Dr. Fibes. No wait, is it abominable? No, it's Abdominable Dr. Fibes.
The winner
is. I don't know. Anyway.
It's...
Hey, Liam! Congratulations.
Very well done.
Now, please
I once heard someone say, "What are you incinerating?" Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no, not balloon!
Oh no, it's fun in Balloon Land.
Well, okay, so we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Do we want to do one more round?
I can do one more.
How are you feeling? You good for one more?
Yeah,
it's been a long
I reckon
day.
one more will be fine.
Yeah,
It's up, if the chat want to do one more, we'll do one more.
Well, we need to. I would like to do one more round just to make sure everybody gets a chance to kind of finish strong. There is no fun in Balloon Land. I have a sense that the whole like shit show that is fun in Balloon Land is gonna be us in November.
What's better than riffing? More riffing.
All ashore that's going ashore. Dan, go ahead and do you want to hop in, Dan, or do you want me to?
I did the last one, so if you want to jump in, feel free. Joe, yes, in terms of it, so this is kind of like the negative side of it. So, like on the plus side, they've said they're going to improve house building, they're putting a lot of investment into the NHS and things like that to try and recover it from the damage of the last 14 years.
I just want to make sure. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but John, did you get into this one okay, John? I just want to make sure we get you back in here one more time. I can sit out if we need to.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure. I think.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Because I think, shit, I don't remember what you were. You're good. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, basically, whilst they're putting a lot of investment in, they're also getting a lot of private investors involved, and obviously they're doing the transphobic stuff as well, which isn't great. It's like,
if you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals at a slight point deduction. Everyone's riffs are played back, and you vote for your favorite. At the end of all the rounds, the player with the most points wins.
Cool, John. Thanks. That's good to know. Appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure everybody got that last round, so.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Nipples, taco suits. What am I missing? Oh, we saw thanks, nipples, taco suits. What? I feel like I'm missing something.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
And call off Christmas.
Oh.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
Where the fuck did he go?
Oh, you're right. It is a taco.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
I've seen this a dozen or more
don't wave
times.
your hand like that, bunny.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
We have terrible news. The shot only grazed his ear.
Oh, shit.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
Are you sure? He insists on being called Space Karen.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Send him in.
It looks like he returned from the local pride parade.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
I saw somebody on Twitter earlier saying that he's probably going to play this up like 50 Cent in 2003. Which made me laugh.
Yeah. So I was visiting friends and they had this place called Rusty Taco. It sounds like a bad sex move.
Oh, yeah. Right, everybody get on to Urban Dictionary. Let's find out what a rusty taco is.
Oh, I'm just so proud
Thank you.
When a girl takes a shit and doesn't wipe, and then the guy comes between the cheeks and squeezes them together to form the image of sour cream.
Feels like a part of my own body.
During her menstruation.
Oh.
Okay. Take a deep breath and
Well, I mean, if you guys have got the time, you go right ahead. I'm gonna be quite the busy boy for the next few weeks, so you go and have all the rusty tacos you can eat.
clearly didn't give too much thought to what that all means. Congratulations,
Like
yes, you do have that image in your mind.
Well, why don't you give me a rusty taco with that thing?
Whoa.
Feels like a part of my own body.
This'll be my penis.
Feels like a part of my own body.
Oh, Estelle,
Which
whatever
part of your
less.
body?
Feels like a part of my own body.
Just like a rusty taco.
Feels like a part of my own body.
Sir, this is a sporting goods store.
Feels like a part of my own body.
Oil.
I feel stronger.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
I mean, I'm sure that there are worse things than a rusty taco to have on a Friday night or Saturday night. I do feel bad though, because like most normal stuff, and most people don't look shit up on Urban Dictionary. I guarantee you, it's like Rule 34. There's probably something for everything that could be found on Urban Dictionary.
Oh yeah. And if it doesn't exist, guess what? You can add it in,
Oh,
and then it's there forever. Okay, so here's a up-to-date relevant question for you guys in the chat. If you could randomly shoot one celebrity in the ear, who would it be?
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
I think I might do John Stamos.
Why specifically John Stamos?
Oh, he knows. I ain't gonna say, but he knows. Steven Seagal is getting a bullet piercing, apparently, as is John Landis. Whoever is standing in the way of the guy who has better aim in the audience.
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
Do your own fucking phone call.
Damn.
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
Gotta pee.
You know, I've never seen the 60s Invaders from Mars.
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
I gotta go prepare my girlfriend's bum for a rusty taco. All I'm missing is the cheese.
Right.
Ooh.
Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
Your seconds up.
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
The president had a period in his ear.
Oh, God.
Right. Give me the chief of staff at the Pentagon. Be back in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Okay, we all had a good laugh.
Oh
Now
no.
time to vote.
Dear God. I actually reviewed the 80s Invaders from Mars. Yeah, that's very true, Joe. I would have to agree.
I don't know what Steven Seagal has done to you guys in the chat, but at least two of you asked for him to be shot in the ear, so
Would you check out the riffing skills on this
that's
guy?
not good.
Yeah. That's a really good one, your face. That's fantastic, man.
Okay, he's a total bastard. He's a Putin. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's just like, we've got dictators, we've got liars, we've got known horrible actors. Yeah, punchy man. The last shock.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Okay, please do. You know, I don't know that much about Seagal. So when it comes to like martial arts and fighting movies and action films in particular, I watch quite a few of them, but I'm always doing the deep cuts, so I never really get time to just sort of explore like the no-name ones. I'm always watching like the stuff that's been thrown in the dumpster that didn't even sell. So I should probably watch more Seagal and stuff like that, just so that I know what's going on with these people.
I
Some of the clips I've seen from some of his movies are kind of nuts. But...
Yeah. I always kind of, when I was younger, I always equated him with Chuck Norris, but as I've gotten more into, like, the bad aspect of movies, obviously they're not quite the same thing.
No, absolutely.
Oh, his Japanese daughter became the star of the good Gamera films. If I could
Nice.
speak, it'd be
Wait, there are good Gamera films?
Yes. All of them.
Yeah. The Toho era was a strange time for that turtle.
Toho generally is quite a strange thing.
Not Toho, Showa, sorry.
I am Jaws' cousin, Jerry. We don't talk much, but be nice to me and let me eat you.
I've got a fucking mouth ulcer. Please just pass me the BONJELLA.
Sacrifice the virgin to me now or I will taunt you a second time. Let me go Jaws on those nipples.
Baba Booey.
A good nibble goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Oh god, we are so gonna get sued by Spielberg.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
When I had COVID a few weeks ago, I ended up basically living on the Pluto TV MST3K channel, and they showed all of the Hercules movies back to back to back, and then the next day they showed all of the Gamera riffs that they've done, including the new series ones, back to back to back. And that was quite a marathon, let me tell you.
Absolutely. Might be a champion
I
riffer in the
don't
making.
remember exactly what went on in any of those Gamera movies. They all kind of blurred together into one really long, epic story about a turtle that just never stopped fighting.
But did he try to kill you with a forklift?
He did not. Unfortunately, the Master Ninja films were not in that marathon. But I wish they were.
You ask me what I think about that, huh? I'll tell you what I think about that.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Master Ninja theme song. Master Ninja theme song. Oh, that's great. The only thing I can vividly remember is when I was at the peak of feeling ill. I remember there was a Gamera film where two children got into a submarine and climbed inside the dead body of Gamera and resurrected him.
Oh,
he was like face down in a puddle. I just remember being like, this, yeah, I'm too ill for this.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Hey, but you know, I bet you the MST got you done.
I'll tell you what I think about that.
Vote for me. I will make Gator life great again.
You ask me what I think about that, huh? I'll tell you what I think about that.
Enough with Roller Gator. I'd rather watch that other Scott Shaw movie John showed a few weeks back.
Oh shit, that was awful.
You ask me what I think about that, huh?
John, what was that
I'll
movie
tell you what
again?
I think about that.
Isle with your mother, can't.
You ask me what I think about that, huh? I'll tell you what I think about that.
Pass the Viagra. My mouth is all floopy.
You ask me what I think about that, huh? I'll tell you what I think about that.
It's free real estate.
Why are his hands
You ask me what I
normal?
think about that, huh? I'll tell you what I think about that.
Ema, get a huge ass margarita and go rusty taco on your bitch ass.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
You know, it could have been Versus Verus, like I say, all of them, I saw all of them, I watched them all back to back to back, but I was so ill, it was like the worst day of having COVID for me. And like I say, I remember drifting in and out of actually paying attention to what was on screen. It was mainly just looking at the colours and sounds.
Oh yeah, San Francisco.
And
That was a hell of a
the
movie.
winner is...
Good job, Jen.
Nice, nailed it again.
Yeah.
Remember, there are no losers here. Only people who didn't win.
Oh, don't forget to answer your bastarding 8-ball of truth question.
Indeed, the ball is here and the ball knows all.
Yeah, it was Angel Blade. That's the one that it was. Man, that thing was a piece of shit. Holy crap. I think it was the one movie that I made it to that night. Dear God. Oof. Alrighty, well. So ends yet another night. We've got Old Lady Demon is your face, the Spring Sprite is Savavicus, our Suburban Sasquatch was Liam, Top Notch Cheese Puff Salesman is me, and Coffee Cup Breaker was Queen Kong. Oh man. There you go, everybody.
Jen has asked a question. Okay, will I have a great birthday month? Oh, bastarding 8-ball. Will Jen have a great birthday month? Happy birthday. Big cake to you. It was a very good year. Let's have a look. And the ball says... The ball has been very frustrating tonight. What's the answer, ball? Come on, tell me. What's it?
Do you need your glasses?
No, it's like it keeps landing on the corner of an answer, so it says cannot foretell now.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Might be a little bit of mystery going on that birthday then, Jen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully good. Just because it doesn't know doesn't mean it's bad necessarily.
No,
it just
very
means there might be some twists and turns going on. So I hope you have a very mysterious birthday, if nothing
But a
else.
good mysterious birthday, not a bad mysterious birthday.
Oh yes, the kind that ends up with a $200 gift voucher to a shop of your choice, not the kind that ends up with a $200 bill of your choice.
Right, exactly. That would be very bad, and we do not wish that. So
We do not wish that at all.
No, absolutely. We'll try. Dan and I will talk, and we'll try and figure things out to do it on or around your birthday. No guarantees, but we'll definitely do something next month. So
Absolutely.
All right, so Dan, do you want to tell everybody what's coming up next for the channel? I know you're technically on hiatus, but what's coming up next?
Yeah, we do have a couple of things coming up. So, not on my channel, but throughout the rest of this month, I am appearing on Jonathan North's channel, I Heart Movies. He is going through all of the Grinch movies, and he very kindly invited me on. So every week you can hear me talk in depth, along with some weirdo called Triv of Trivial Theatre. Some mayonnaise hater. As we go through all of the Grinch films, and we had a really, really good time, so go and check those out. In the first week of August, I think it is, possibly early on the second week of August, but early August, there will be a summer upload, just a little thing to tide you over. It's I appeared on a podcast a few years ago with a great guy who went by the name Channel 83. It's now Mount Molehill. He has very kindly let me share one of the older podcast episodes that I appeared on, talking about the 1986 sci-fi movie Star Crystal, which was a really good little film. We had a really nice chat about it at the time, so I'm going to be sharing that a little bit later. And then we're back in September full-time with a full-blown season of reviews. I'm going to spoil a little bit. We start off with New York Ninja, so
nice.
Join us in September for New York Ninja. You can reach me on YouTube at TYTD Reviews, and I'm also on Twitter and Letterboxd under TYTD Reviews. So thank you so much, Triv, for having me. It's been lovely as always.
Absolutely. Well, and you know that old podcast that Dan appears on, his voice will be cracking like a son of a bitch because he hadn't hit puberty yet. But, you know, what can you do at that point?
Well, you know, I was barely out of the world of film and into this mysterious theatrical life that I live now.
Absolutely. As for me, normal setup. I'll upload when I can. Rifftrax will kick off relatively soon. We're going to be doing a live stream. Once I talk to Kurt and to Hogan, we'll get that figured as to when we're going to do a couple of PSA riffs, which is essentially what Rifftrax breaks out as. Then I will begin, also in addition to that, I'll be putting out probably weekly or bi-weekly riffs in addition to normal reviews. But those will be kind of through from now until next March when my 5th anniversary ends. There's some really good stuff in the pipeline for that, so definitely check it out. They're about the same length as my normal reviews, but they're with individual creators as well as friends of the channel. And if anybody's interested, reach out and we'll figure out something. So yeah, I guess that's about it for us. Be safe, take care, have a good night / morning, and we shall see you all again soon. Make sure to avoid rusty tacos unless you have the extra hot salsa and the cheese. Good night!
Take care, all. Have a good one.